We're just days away from the release of the new Ben 10 comic, so before the franchise officially returns, I decided to bring together 2 analyses in a single special to remember some of the most dangerous aliens, lethal and uncontrollable in the entire universe. Believe me, all of this will be worth it. Have you ever wondered how dangerous it would be to live with some of Ben 10's aliens? The thing is, in the Omnitrix there aren't just heroes, there are creatures so powerful that their very existence would be a threat to humanity.
Pandor, you can't stay on Earth. Your radiation will eventually kill us.
Some aliens are radioactive, others could devour the planet if they wanted to. But all of these are Ben 10's most dangerous aliens. NRG is the most dangerous alien we could see in the Ultimate Alien saga. When we met him through Pandor, we knew that this alien wasn't one of the good guys, since he hid something dangerous in his suit.
Today we present a toxic threat.
Radiation? What do you have there, boy?
Pandor was literally a walking nuclear reactor. Therefore, it posed a toxic threat to humans due to the high radiation it naturally emitted. As an interesting fact, the suit that Pandor wears was created by his own species, the Pripyatatsian bee, to imprison him, although his suit obviously also prevents him from harming other species. For humans, it would be lethal to have a species like this among us, just like... Atomix is one of Ben's strongest aliens. His atomic energy produces nuclear explosions that could disintegrate his enemies. What's truly dangerous is that the range of his attacks could cause serious damage, and this alien knows it. In Ben 10 Omniverse, in his debut, Atomix knew he couldn't use all his power. Since his family was nearby, Ben had to ask his cousin for this.
Cousin, protect them!
Far away, nothing else mattered, though Atomix's powers still surprised me. Compared to other aliens, he doesn't seem to have the same level of contamination. Although, looking at it more closely, it seems that these aliens are already used to this kind of radiation. How Ben can be exposed to this kind of energy would lead us to think that the Omnitrix is protecting him. Or who knows, Ben has been exposed to so much over the years that he might be immune. Without a doubt, this will be the mystery of the month. I didn't remember that Amperi could be intangible. What I do remember is that one of his abilities managed to destroy Grandpa Max's nervous system.
I'm fine. You're not fine.
Agregor's electric attack has damaged your entire nervous system.
Ben usually has trouble with these kinds of aliens, but honestly, any human would be in danger around them. The Amperi are masters of the electromagnetic spectrum. Imagine a race that, besides stealing your energy and electrocuting you, can read your thoughts. No human would be safe near this race.
I read their minds. If it happened, they would turn me in to save their own lives.
Ah, you're wrong!
Way Big species is one of the most dangerous we could have among us. And the thing is, the Tokastars are very tall aliens with colossal strength. Although they're a peaceful race since they were created by nature itself, this race could destroy a city just by stumbling. In a battle, it's a different story. Forget about all the buildings around it, Way Big is gonna destroy them and won't even notice.
Oh yeah!
Very well. An entire city without electricity. The terrifying thing about Way Big, besides its size, is its level of destructive potential. Its malevolent versions are proof of all this. When they were under this frog's mind control, they managed to conquer the Earth and destroy it in a couple of hours. Totally terrifying, since there wouldn't be much you could do against these beings.
Without my great mind controlling them, they'll destroy everything they see.
Abshad is an alien who might be underestimated because of his appearance, but at the end of the day, he could eat your planet if he wanted to. Abshad has been by Ben's side for many years, and although he's often been used to solve minor problems, he was the ultimate alien to take down the last villain of the original series. If you're wondering how, well, he actually did it by eating an ultra-powerful core capable of destroying the planet.
the sub-energy.
But this is even better.
What many don't know is that their hunger has no limits. Their species, the gourmands, have a dark survival instinct. If they're about to be conquered, they destroy their own planet.
It's called Peptos 11 Cupcake. What do you think happened to the other 10?
They absorb it, devour it, annihilate it as a last resort. This makes Abchad more than just an ally, a living bomb with a mouth. An alien who, if he ever gets out of control, could wipe the Earth off the map just to satisfy his hunger. Decameron, an alien from an unknown race. His abilities really caught my attention, since in their natural form they are quite cute beings. Unique in my opinion, since they are the only species in the universe that I know of that poops gold.
Please, don't do it.
It's gold. And it's real.
It's obvious that doesn't make them dangerous. Their primitive form does. And the thing is, these aliens would turn into some kind of monsters when they ate meat. Their only goal was to keep eating meat and then reproduce. In Ben 10 Alien Force, they gave us a very clear example of what could happen to Earth if one of these aliens were to get out of control.
Do you know what happened to Mars? It was called the planet of popcorn.
Disturbingly, this episode reveals that this species was responsible for making Mars look this way. Yes, they ate Mars. Its wild form is already very dangerous. Since they can't control themselves, and they're as gigantic as Humongosaur, they're a total danger to Earth. By the way, in this form, their poop is no longer gold. Now it's an extremely unstable mass made up of uranium-1412. Planet Earth could collapse, turning into a radioactive dump. The Fulminants are an alien race that provides a lot of power. They're living batteries. An alien species so powerful that even the Omnitrix, a device designed to contain the DNA of thousands of species, has collapsed under their energy. The biggest problem I see with this alien race isn't their power itself, since we've already seen in this very ranking that some electric aliens would be terrible for planet Earth. The problem with this race is that it's tied to a higher being, the Supreme Leader, High Override, whose goal is to dominate any planet that crosses his path. In short, just having an alien of his species on our planet would guarantee an invasion by one of the most ruthless and powerful races in the universe. Imagine a plant so gigantic that it could wrap an entire planet with its roots. That's Plantapocalypse, a special guest in this list, who, if he were canon, he would probably be the biggest and most devastating alien in all of Ben 10. What makes him a worldwide threat is not just his size, it's actually his voracious appetite. Once he starts eating, he doesn't stop until he's completely satisfied. In his first appearance, well, in his only appearance, we saw him eat 4 Vreedles in just 2 bites. The scariest thing is that with every bite, he gets bigger. We met this one in the Total Access Special, where we discovered several aliens that Ben couldn't control. And believe me when I say that if this monster set foot, or rather a root, on Earth, it would destroy planet Earth before breakfast. Armadillo is one of those aliens who seem naive but are actually powerful. A very unstable combination that will come up again later. Being a Talpidan, he can cause earthquakes and open colossal cracks that could fracture the Earth's crust, causing irreversible damage to the planet. For now, let me tell you that we've seen Armadillo's destructive power against the Eternal Knights and their castles, which were destroyed as if they were made of paper. Among all the species registered in the Omnitrix, few provoke as much intrigue and fear as the Sectoneurites. At first glance, they seem like simple ghosts, but the reality is much darker. These beings can steal the life energy of other creatures without them noticing. In addition, they can possess bodies, controlling them as if they were puppets.
As long as I'm in his body, your weapon doesn't affect me.
On Earth, they would only need one thing to rule forever: perpetual darkness. As a fun fact, it's intriguing to know that the Omnitrix couldn't contain the DNA of these aliens. Or, well, actually the scary one, since it was the primordial DNA that got trapped.
When they made the Omnitrix, I got trapped inside. But now I can be myself.
Over time, he managed to escape and act on his own, becoming one of the few aliens that Ben didn't really control. In Omniverse, they had to put chains on the Ectonurites so this wouldn't happen again. Although they are not the physically strongest species, their ability to infiltrate and manipulate makes them a silent threat. If they lived among us, we wouldn't even know they're here until it's already too late. What can I say about Wrath species? The real problem with the Apoplexians is that they're beings who use their most primitive side to try to communicate. Any attempt at conversation ends up turning into an outburst of aggression.
Maybe you want to reset the Omnitrix and go back to normal.
Fine, but not because you said so.
They're stubborn, always want to be right, argumentative, but they can't do much about it since it's their nature. Even trying to reason with one of them is inviting them to a fight.
Malice, be serious. Do you want to fight?
No, we're not here to fight.
That sounded like a yes.
Did you know that Vampire comes from an extinct race of predatory aliens? Yes, this one and another alien are the only predatory species in the Omnitrix. His true power doesn't lie in physical strength, but in his ability to manipulate minds and drain life energy, which makes them natural predators of almost any species. Very similar to the Ectonurites.
Yo, I inhabit their bodies. You do it with whatever it was you spat at me.
This ability actually makes them dangerous, since they could silently conquer whatever they wanted. If we're talking about dangerous alien races, the Incurseians are in a unique position. They are as dangerous as they are stupidly reckless. By nature, the Incursians love war. It's not just that they like to fight, they live and die for it.
Are you an Incursian?
Yes, I am. And as you know, we Incursans love war. We never have enough of it. That's what we live for.
Their whole environment revolves around conquest, violence, and military supremacy. On Earth, even a single foothold by the Incursian army would mean immediate destruction. These aliens don't know diplomacy, they don't understand the concept of peace. And I don't think they would accept them even if someone offered. In Ben 10 Omniverse, we saw their true reach. Relentless armies, advanced military technology, and a stubbornness that borders on the absurd. No matter how many times they lose, they'll come back and attack again. Topik couldn't be left out of this list, being an alien with such strange powers from an unknown species. The existence of this alien is incompatible with the daily life of any alien species, since no one would be able to stand seeing him. His face, hidden under a metallic mask, produces such a terrifying sensation that no alien has been able to withstand it without falling into the same madness. The absolute terror caused by this alien is incomparable, and that's saying something since we've seen everything from ghosts to vampires. Right now, we don't know much about this species, but they seem to be peaceful beings. However, no matter how much they try to interact, their mere presence turns them into a source of uncontrollable fear. In combat, obviously that's an advantage. Imagine frightening an entire army without even attacking physically.